What is up, YouTube? It's Latham Magana bringing you guys a Madden 22 Houston Texans rebuild. I'm really excited to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. Now I finally kind of got the opportunity to do it. So here it is, my coach, Latham Magana. It's dumb. For some reason they think Magana is an offensive word, so I have to change it to Mahana, which I kind of think is kind of cool. It makes it sound like it's a Hawaiian name. But anyways, let's get right into it. So we're going to be the Houston Texans, like I said. Let's go ahead and take a look at the roster. Kind of see what we're going to kind of work with. It's going to be a super realistic rebuild, so obviously we're going to try to get rid of Deshaun Watson like they do in real life. It looks like our top players, offensive linemen, got a couple of other of our top players. Looks like they're pretty banged up, so looks like this is a pretty injury-ridden team. Tyrod Taylor's probably going to be the man this year. We'll look at Davis Mills a little bit. But like I said, we're going to move off Deshaun Watson. I hate this running back core for them. We're definitely going to be making a move for a running back for sure. I don't like any of these guys. Old, not quick. I'm not a big fan of these guys. Looking at wide receivers, not the worst wide receivers in the world. Danny Amendola's injured. Actually got kind of a couple of quick guys. Brandon Cooks is definitely going to be our number one guy for sure. But definitely got a couple of quick guys that we can work with for sure as far as their wide receivers go. Tight end, Jordan Atkins looks like he's their number one guy. Brevin Jordan is a rookie out of Miami, young kid. Might end up getting some snaps because he's a little bit more young. He has time to develop a little bit quicker than their other guy does. Tunsil's out, so I'm looking at this offensive line here, and it's probably going to be a pretty tough tale as far as our offensive line. Yeah, a whole lot of 60 overall guys, and then our best offensive linemen are injured, so that's a problem for sure. Definitely don't want to just be walking around with a bunch of 60 overall linemen, so I'm probably going to look at free agency for that. Here we got Jacob Martin. He's not horrible. Malik Collins. A lot of these defensive tackles are around the same age. A lot of those guys might get the same amount of playing time. Kevin Pierre-Louis, Christian Kirksey. Maybe want to look for a middle linebacker. All right, he looks like probably our best linebacker right here in Camus. Not a horrible secondary here. Got a couple of quick guys we can definitely work with. Desmond King is definitely a talented guy. Justin Reed, yeah, he's probably one of their best defensive players for sure. And then Eric Murray, maybe look for a strong safety as well. Lonnie Johnson from Kentucky. All right, got a lot to work with here. We have all of our draft picks, which is a good sign. So I like to see that because we're definitely going to build through the draft a little bit with this team. But yeah, I guess that's the team. Looking at free agency here, like I said, I didn't like that running back core. Got a lot of veteran running backs I think I could rather use. Le'Veon, Adrian Peterson, Todd Gurley, Frank Gore. Definitely some guys that I'd rather use here than what we have. Looking around here. Oh, Alfred Morris is still in the league. Let's see. That's interesting. All right, but looking through this list, I think, Todd Gurley, I think, is still a realistic option here. Looking for some real quicker guys. Bryce Love, not a bad option. Khalid Muhammad, Tyler Urban, Ito Smith, Jason Huntley. Interesting. All right, well, just kind of looking around here because we're definitely going to pick up a running back out of free agency. Maybe not Le'Veon. We'll think a little bit. Todd Gurley's 27. I still think he has a lot of talent. We're going to go ahead and pick up Todd Gurley to add as our starting running back for sure. I like this pickup a lot. Another position I'd love to fill is tight end here. Got a couple of veteran guys: Tyler Eifert, Trey Burton, Delaney Walker, Virgil Green. Definitely have some guys that could come in for like a year just to be kind of a better. Oh, Delaney Walker, Trey Burton. Yeah, kind of a lot of guys here we could use just as a one year leap for sure. Look at the offensive lineman. Ben Garland is a 71 overall. Only a 1 increase in overall compared to our other starting center, who was a 70 overall. But I'm definitely going to need to pick up as many offensive linemen as I can for sure, because offensive line is a struggle for sure with this team. All right, and then we got a 74 overall Brian Waters, right guard out of the free agency. You're going to have to pick this guy up. He's a gigantic improvement at the right guard position, so we're definitely going to get this guy a contract, trying to improve the offensive line as we can through the free agency. So we got a whole lot of really good right tackles for some reason. So I'm definitely going to take the youngest guy of the three here. DJ Fluker's 30 compared to the other guys a little bit older. He's only 1 overall less, so I think I'm going to take the move and take DJ Fluker, just a little bit younger. Almost the same overall. That's going to be a huge improvement for our right tackle position as well. Looking at some defensive guys, our defensive line was really rough. So Deshaun Hand, younger guy, much better overall than what we've got. So I'm going to definitely pick him up off free agency as well. Now, a position I really am looking at a lot is middle linebacker. Oh, Manti Te'o's still here. Wow. Vontaze Burfict, Jalen Smith. A lot of guys here. Wesley Woodyard, Reuben Foster that I would love to pick up to add to the team because I really need a strong middle linebacker user. Really liking Reuben Foster. He's also kind of a younger guy we can add to this team, better overall as well. So that's going to be all the free agency moves we make for now. Let's look at the depth charts that we'll set before the preseason. Like I said, Tyrod Taylor's going to be the man. We're going to look to trade Deshaun Watson just like they are in real life. This is going to try to be a realistic rebuild. Like I said, we're gonna move with Todd Gurley to be our number one guy. I'm just not liking any of these other guys really. Let's resurge Todd Gurley's career. Like I said, Brevin Jordan's probably gonna get the start. Oh wait, this is fullback. My bad. Yeah, I guess we'll start Brevin Jordan. He's a little bit quicker for a fullback. We'll do that. As far as wide receivers go, Philip Dorsett, Chris Conley, and Brandon Cooks probably look to be the starters for us. Got a lot of quick guys that we can move all over the place, so we can move this around as the year goes on for sure. Looking at the tight ends, I want to start Brevin Jordan, but like I said, we're going to start him at fullback. That'll just work in our offense. So Jordan Atkins will get the start here. As far as the offensive line goes, I made some moves as we see him with the free agents. So I'm going to start Ben Garland somewhere else since Britt is the number one center here. Let's see. I'll try to move him around. See, that'll work. That's a sort of left. Okay, interesting. Shoot. Okay, let's just move some stuff around real quick. For some reason, it's not letting me. I don't see Britt here. Am I blind? I don't see Britt anywhere. Yeah, I don't see Britt. I don't understand. That's really weird. Okay, so I guess he's just gonna have to. We'll start Garland maybe at center. And I guess try to figure out the Britt situation. Brian Waters is going to start there. DJ Fluker, those are the free agent guys that we just added. So offensive line already got way better just from those couple guys that we added there in free agency. For some reason, I can't get Britt to start at any other position. But anyways, let's go to onto the defensive side of things. Got a pretty good, talented young guy here in Greenland. 76 overall. Free agent signing there of Deshaun Hand. Malik Collins, like I said, all these guys are relatively in the same overall range, same kind of age experience. So a lot of those guys are probably going to get moved in and out just so I can try to get these guys developed for sure throughout the course of the season. I'll move him around. Roy Lopez, he's a 68 overall, but he's a rookie. So he's already, like I said, I want to start the younger guys if I can, if they're close in overall, just for like development purposes. Kevin Pierre-Louis, it looks like he's going to start at left side linebacker. I don't love that, but we have to do it. Like I said, we added Reuben Foster, so that's going to be good for the middle linebacker. I need a good user. Right outside linebacker, Camus Gregor. Garrett Wallow's pretty, let's see, he's a young kid. Still pretty low in his overall, though. And as far as corners go, you know how it works in Madden. You got to have your fastest guys at corner. So Desmond King's talented. I might just keep him up there, but he is 88 speed, which is a little bit too slow. As far as free safeties go, Justin Reed is probably one of our best players. Lonnie Johnson, I like him. Let's run through our substitutions. So our third down back is still going to be Todd Gurley for sure. Our power back is still going to be Todd Gurley. Like I said, I don't want really giving the ball to any of these other guys in the backfield. Our slot receiver is going to probably be Chris Conley, one of our faster guys. Philip Dorsett. Philip Dorsett is actually a 93 speed, so we'll move him there. I'm fine with the subs on the line. At linebacker, I want Christian Kirksey to get subbed in there. Slot corner is going to be not Terrence Mitchell. Let's get Tevier Thomas in there, 93 speed. Got to cover the quick slot guys over the middle for sure. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be a realistic rebuild. So we're going to try to trade Deshaun Watson, just like what's happening in real life. Flipping through all the teams, though, if you see the green square in the top corner next to Deshaun Watson's player label, it looks like even teams that have quarterbacks are super interested in him. I don't see any yellow or reds. Every single team I'm flipping through here is green. So it looks like basically any team wants Deshaun Watson. But like I said, it's going to be realistic rebuild. So if like I could trade him to the Chiefs, sure, but why would the Chiefs need Deshaun Watson, you know? So I'm going to be looking at teams that need a quarterback in the trade. I'm going to go through a couple of packages here that I kind of looked at. Raekwon Smith and third round pick for Deshaun Watson. I feel like this is fair. Chicago Bears are a team that needs a quarterback. Even though they have Justin Fields, they could definitely use an experienced veteran quarterback. But I don't know. We'll look at a bunch of different options here, but here's one option for the Bears. Colts, another team in need of a quarterback, and we are desperate need of a linebacking core. So I'm definitely going to look to trade for a linebacker with Deshaun Watson, an elite linebacker. Darius Leonard, of course, one of the best in the business. I'd love to have him. Colts really need a quarterback. Carson Wentz isn't the long-term answer. Also a third-round pick with this one. Kind of like this deal. I really want a talented backer like Darius Leonard, but we'll look at some other ones as well. Next up, we got one of the best middle linebackers in football in Deion Jones, and a first-round pick for this one. I feel like that's fair for the talent of Deshaun Watson, and it's also giving them their future at quarterback. Matt Ryan is probably going to get moved in the next year or two, so this is definitely an option that we could look at as well. I feel like it's a fair trade. So this one is interesting. I feel like just straight up for Fred Warner for Deshaun Watson. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to get moved this offseason as well, but I understand this is a team that also has a young guy like Trey Lance, so this is maybe in the end of not realistic. So this one I like a lot. So I'm going to get the Jets first rounder, a talented safety, and a talented linebacker in CJ Mosley. So instead of me getting one elite player in a pick, this would give me two players in areas that we really are struggling in at strong safety and left outside linebacker. If you can see up the top, it says our team needs our left outside linebacker. I like this trade a lot. Of course, the Jets need a quarterback. I could understand why this maybe isn't realistic because they just drafted a quarterback, but I think this would be fair for both sides. I'm getting something I really need, and they're getting something that they really need. I really like this one a lot. Like I said, Mosley can get developed. Marcus May is already a high overall, and we get a first-round pick with it. I like this one a lot. Next up, we have this Carolina Panthers trade option. Hassan Reddick in their first round for Deshaun Watson. I like this. Hassan Reddick's one of the top outside linebackers in the game. Like I said, up in the top, we need a left outside linebacker the best or the most. So this is something we could look at as well. So this is the last package we're going to look at. Saints middle linebacker Demario Davis. He's on the older end, so I don't love that, but he's still a 92 overall. I get their second round draft pick, and they would get Deshaun Watson in return. The Saints are one of the top teams in the league that definitely need a quarterback for sure. So after going over all the trades, I think this is the one I'm going to go with. I'm going to take the 92 overall Demario Davis. I'm going to see if I can't gamble for a first round pick too. That'd be dope if I could get a first round pick out of them. And I'm sending Deshaun Watson to the Saints. This deal makes sense both ways. They get a position they need. We get a position we need. Let's go ahead and submit it, see if they take it. Oh, wow. They took it. I didn't think it was going to be that easy. I wish I would have thrown some more stuff in there if I would have known it was going to be that easy. But that's going to be the trade for Deshaun Watson right there. So Demario Davis is going to get moved for Deshaun Watson. Love that trade both ways. Makes sense both ways. So Tyrod Taylor, like I said, is going to be the starter. We'll give some time to Davis Mills in the preseason, kind of see how he looks. But that's a big upgrade for us. Demario Davis now is going to be our starting middle linebacker. 93 overall, 9 years of experience, so a little bit on the older end, but that's okay. We still need a guy like this on the defense, which is something we don't have. With that trade now, though, we can put Reuben Foster as our sub linebacker, though, so that'll make both of those guys be on the field a little bit more. Still like Taveri there. So yeah, there it is. Tyrod Taylor is going to be our starter going forward, and Deshaun Watson has been traded. Giving a look here at Demario Davis, though, he's going to be a superstar, so we can change his abilities around a little bit to the way I like to see them. Also going to send him as a team captain as well for this team, boost morale and stuff like that. Looking at his abilities, though, secure tackler is what's on him right now. Let's see, we'll look around a little bit. I think I like that one. No outsider is always a good one. Strip artist is a good one. Under pressure, I won't be really sending him on too many blitzes because I'll be using him a lot, so that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Mid-zone KO is a good one to have, but I think secure tackler makes sense there. Let's see, out of the way. Defenders with this ability to frequently attempt to win impact blocks. Okay, that's a good one. Run stopper. Lurker's always a good one to have if he's going to be your user. Let's see, more defenders with his ability with clear ball carrier progresses entering the zone with a hit stick tackle. I kind of like that. Defenders with this ability, yeah, okay. Enforcer, defenders with this ability don't allow broken tackles. Okay, I like that one as well. He's definitely, because he's going to be my user a lot, so those kind of ones are good. Defenders with this ability will cause heavy fatigue penalties when tackling a ball carrier. That's good on that one. Inside stuff doesn't work really for the linebacker, reach elite. Yeah, I think I like this Enforcer one. We'll rock with these as his new abilities for sure. All right, hopping into our first game. I won't show too many highlights of the preseason. I'll just show some stuff that goes on in the preseason, some highlights and stuff like that. But here's our first defensive possession of the preseason with our Houston Texans team that we've kind of rebuilt a little bit. So you can see we had Demario Davis and Reuben Foster here in the middle. We're going to be playing Aaron Rodgers to start the week. Oh man, I just whiffed on that tackle bad. Jeez Louise. Not a horrible first play. I could have made that with Demario, or made that tackle with Reuben Foster. But we got a 3rd and 9 here. Just got to make sure we play the sticks. Don't allow Aaron Rodgers to throw something deep on us here. He's looking deep, and we got a 3 and out in the first drive. All right, good stuff in the defense. We're going to look at our first drive here by the offense, first couple of plays. Out comes Tyrod Taylor. With the offense that I run, it makes the most sense to have Tyrod Taylor as our starting quarterback. His 86 speed and our zone read offense that I run, it's going to make it the most dangerous, the most effective, I feel. This is also going to be the debut of Todd Gurley as well in this one. I run a lot of pistol stuff, so having Tyrod Taylor in our offense is going to help a lot. So first handoff of the year here to Todd Gurley. Got a big hole. All right. Okay. 8 yards. Let's get it. Really want to see how our offensive line holds up in this game against a pretty talented Packers defense. Going to hand it off here again to Todd Gurley, see who we can get. Got the first down. Got good blocks downfield. Todd Gurley looking good. Run a little bit of play action here. Looking over the middle for Brown. Possibly the crosser here. Davis Mills into the game now, too, as we're in the second quarter. Ooh, wide open. Good dot here to Conley. Conley got room. Let's get it. Good first pass there from Davis Mills on his first possession of the game. Gonna run some more play action stuff here with Davis Mills. Looks good on his first pass there, on his first completion there. Let's get it. Looking wide open again. He finds another man. Good dot under pressure there from Davis Mills. Jumping around the game a little bit, like I said here. I was just going to show you guys some highlights from the preseason games. I'm going to sim through the preseason games, so this will probably be a longer video as I put a little bit of the preseason stuff in here. But just going to show you guys some highlights here. Here on a 3rd and 15, Jordan Love's dropping back. Everything's boxed up pretty good. He's going to launch it deep. It's going to be picked off here by Terrence Brooks, former Raven, actually, and he's going to return it for some good yardage there. Bringing out the offense again. Davis Mills has looked pretty good. We're up 14-7 in this one. Going to hand it off to Todd Gurley once again. Oh, and he got good blocks. Todd Gurley's going to get to the outside. Cuts it back in. Ooh, boy, I'm telling you, this Todd Gurley pickup's going to be big. Empty set here for Davis Mills. At the end of the game, ended up becoming a kind of a close game. So Davis Mills dotted up over the middle to Chris Moore, another former Raven, and would set up here for the game-winning field goal. Davis Mills would end up having a game-winning drive there at the end, and he looked pretty good in this one. We'll go over the stats here in a little bit as I almost missed that game-winning field goal. So there you can see the stats. Davis Mills kind of had himself a ball game. 138 passer rating, 20 for 27, 325 yards. Tyrod Taylor was only in for the first couple of series anyways. 74% completion rate, no picks, 2 touchdowns. Davis Mills looked pretty good in that first game. Todd Gurley got fed the rock a lot. 19 carries, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's going to get the ball a lot in the preseason. I'm going to try to develop him as much as I can in the preseason. Farrell Brown, our tight end, ended up being the most looked at receiver today. David Johnson was lining up at wide receiver for some reason in some possessions. I think we were just low on receivers or something because he was lining up at receiver a lot. As far as the defense goes too, Terrence Brooks had the 1 interception. Also led the way in tackles, which is interesting. Ross Blacklock was our leading TFL guy. A couple sacks too from Reuben Foster and stuff as well. Love to see that for the first game. Week 2, we're going to have Dallas up here. I'm going to just go through the weekly strategy real quick so we can get our player upgrades and stuff like that. We'll go ahead and defend medium pass with Dak Prescott. We'll look to run inside. Like I said, we're going to try to get as much progression points and upgrade points for Todd Gurley as we can. I think I signed him in a 72 overall. He's not a star or a superstar or anything, so it's going to take a little bit longer to develop him, but I think I'll get a breakout game with him earlier or later in the year. But on to the Dallas Cowboys game. Tyrod Taylor here got a 4th and 7 at the 9. We're just going to go for it. It's preseason. Why not? He's going to flip it out to Gurley, and Gurley's going to make it into the end zone. Another touchdown for Todd Gurley. 1st and 10 here. Towards the end of the game, we get blown out a little bit. Doesn't really have too much for preseason. Going to hand it off to Todd Gurley here. Looking for the edge. He's going to stop. Spin. Todd Gurley breaks free. Get the block downfield. Todd Gurley. Oh, he's back, baby. Come on, don't run out of gas. He's back. Todd Gurley. Not as successful of a game here, and the Cowboys won. Tyrod Taylor got a little bit more time. He looked pretty good still. 2 touchdowns through our first pick of this season, preseason. Not too bad a performance from either of our guys. 26 carries for 231 for Todd Gurley. Like I said, we're going to feed him the rock in the preseason to try to get him upgrades. He had that crazy long 75-yard touchdown run. That was insane. Had a big reception as well. Caught him involved in the passing game. Had a receiving touchdown. Atkins, our tight end, got involved a little bit. Desmond King leading the way as far as the defense. Had no sacks this game. No interceptions either. All right, nothing to really write home about for the Bucs game. We lost that one 17-7. We're going to get into the cutting decisions process. We're going to just cut these 20 overall guys real quick and get rid of we have a bunch of tight ends on this roster for some reason, so we're going to get rid of all those guys. Got to cut 3 more. We'll get rid of this Anthony Ackler kid, Jonathan Owens. Let's see. Look down the list a little bit. We can get rid of Rex Burkhead. 82 speed is just not going to cut it in Madden. I can't handle that. That way David Johnson will be the backup. We'll get rid of this kid, and then we'll get rid of one more guy here. Jonathan Owens, 91 speed. I like that. We'll get rid of him. All right, so that's going to be our cut process.